Hello there. I got a vampire deck made sort of a little upgrade from the precon. I thought I'd go to it because the solar eclipse happened and Strefan Maurer Progenitor was a nice precon I got few years ago. Look at the awesome bat, vampire, blood, and treasure tokens. So I got some extra ramp added in with Iron Mirror and Leaden Mirror and Cursed Mirror from the Doctor Who set, which is nice. And a little bit of an invasion with Mask of Avison and Icon of Ancestry from as a decent search for more vampire cards because Stefan cares about having vampires in hand. And then it gives them +1/+1s. We got Mirkwood Bats from the Lord of the Rings. The deck has quite a few cards that care about vampires dying and life gain. And just keeping on theme with the solar eclipse, the bats and birds went crazy today. Had some proxies in this deck with Olivia's Attendant. It's a great card in the deck. We got more vampires from the main set that came out with the precon, like Gluttonous Guest. Create some blood tokens. Then there's Olivia's Crimson Bride, another proxy. It's flying haste, and whenever it attacks, you return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking against. When you don't control a legendary vampire, exile this creature. So we got that, and it's also an alternate commander, which is nice for a different playstyle. We got another Warhammer card that I believe I got somewhere, but just a proxy in this stat is Blood for the Blood God. It costs 1 less for each creature that died this turn. Discard your hand and draw 8 cards. There's a few madness cards in the deck, so I decided to add in some discard thing, and it's a decent draw, but it is a big cost. And then there's Blood Tice Harvester. Need some blood tokens for the stack with the commander. Angie, Maid of Dishonor, and Augury Proxy. Some blood tokens. Blood Petal Celebrant. And then we got a flip card with Voldanan Bloodcaster. And whenever you create a blood token, if you control 5 or more, transform. So it transforms into Blood Bat Summoner. Beginning combat on your turn. Up to 1 target blood token you control becomes a 2/2 black bat. That's fun. And then we got Sanguine Spy. It's decent. Says sacrifice another creature. Look at the top card of your library. Put it into your graveyard. And at the beginning, if there's 5 or more mana values upon cards in your graveyard, you may pay 2 life and draw a card. So, and then we got just a great searcher, proxy. Just to forget the name, but just any search card can go in this slot. Search your library for a card and put it onto your hand and shuffle your library. That's the best one, but there's other budget options. Like search it and put it on the top of your deck. We got Wedding Innovation for the theme of the set. Vampire set with Edgar Markov. pudding. And then we got another transform card, Restless Bloodseeker. It transformed, and it's it's shiny, which is nice, and it transforms into this blood-soaked Revelar. And another bit peer into the abyss, bit heavy mana cost, but it's a nice alt win in this deck. You can mill someone, or you can just draw half your deck and gets that gives you lots of options. And next up we got some lands like Foreboding Ruins. These are just on basic proxy of Borderland Estate to get some blood tokens, or just pay 1 life and cast some vampires. Sulphur Springs, City of Brass, a $20 card. You could also just run some budget cards as well. The play group I play in is a bit competitive. There's Rakdos Carnium, Tainted Peak, Command Zone, Mirror Landscape, Unclaimed Territory, Exotic Orchard, Castle Locthrain, Rocky Tar Pit, expensive card, but it's one of the still a decent fetch land. And then the Temple of Malice, Fable Passage, Rupture Spire, Reflecting Pond, most the expensive staples and some budget staples like Smoldering Marsh, Shadow Blood Ridge. Like most of these lands were in the precon, Witch's Cottage. This one I know I added in, and then there's a proxy of Blood Crypt, Bloodstained Mire, and Path of Ancestry. And a few basics. Just a lot of basics, since we do have expensive lands in there. And the only land that I'm wanting to add in is the Severe land from the new karlov manor set, and then there's probably a few from Thunder Junction that's coming up. And the only other cards I didn't talk about was Vein Ripper that was in Karlov Manor. It's would be really good in this deck. Strefan is whenever at the beginning of your end step, create a blood token, and whenever Strefan attacks, you may sacrifice 2 blood tokens. If you do, you may put a vampire from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. And it gains indestructible until end of turn, so that's really good with Vein Ripper. And I haven't found a slot I'm into, but you can just take out one of the less powerful vampires and toss it in. I hope you enjoyed this bit of a precon upgrade video, and leave a like, comments if you want to see more Commander Precon upgrades and in the future. And just before I end the video, I just wanted to show off the sleeves that I got. Nice Batman theme sleeves for Strefan, Maurer Progenitor deck. And if you want to see the rest of the entire deck, leave a comment. I'm happy to share the entire deck.